In part 1, we focused on the entry edge, and now in part 2, we're going to be focusing on the weight exchange from our nicely placed feet and our exiting glide.
Backwards cross rolls make a good warm-up for the type of weight exchange and transfer we will experience in Blues Choctaw, so be sure to keep them as part of your regular warm-up skills. From part 1, we already know about the body rotation on our entry edge and the initial foot placement. Want to review part 1? Click the link in the top right corner. And now, on with weight transfer and exit glide. With our free foot now arrived at the back of our skating heel, we prepare the incoming foot for work, reaching down with our heel and flexing up our toes, bringing the blade parallel to the ice. Maintaining the bend in our knees, and now we are ready for weight transfer onto a good running edge.
Many people often stress about whether they can turn their feet out enough to make this Choctaw work. Of all of the Choctaws, this one probably has some of the lowest turnout range required. But in general, we need a well-placed 90 degrees between the feet. And then from there, it's learning to use the rotation dynamic in order to make this all work really, really well, to make up for any additional turnout that may be lacking.
We can increase the grip to the inside edge just prior to weight transfer by tilting the ankle, dropping the arch, and intensifying the inside edge ankle lean. Now, if we are correctly checked with our weight pressed into our inside edge circle, the pathway to our new backward outside circle is a direct rock across the blade. Try this exercise from the stationary position shown here. Make this gentle backward push similar to a cross roll and hold your backward outside edge for a full circle. Maintaining upper body check is vital as you make this transfer. Essential details coming up next.
As if a Choctaw from the Blues wasn't difficult enough, there are 2 minor variations with small details for upper body posture, which may happen for the male skater or the female skater, especially if you're planning to dance this together.
We can use a flexible option like an elastic band or a scarf, but a solid object like a stick or a broom handle will provide us with more guidance if we're just starting out. Safety and manners first though. Always check with your coach and your rink rules before using such equipment. Gentlemen will align the stick to their right side, meaning that their left arm will extend ahead throughout the Choctaw. To do so, focus on keeping the front end of the stick in line with your belly button or jacket zipper, and your pelvis tucked as if trying to meet the midpoint of the stick. Ladies will align the stick to their left-hand side, making their right arm extend ahead throughout the Choctaw. Keep the tailbone tucked under as we approach closure of the feet to avoid a stuck-out butt. Actively twist your torso to keep your check. Think of continually moving the stick to your left on your backward outside glide. Once we can control our checks with a stick, we'll be ready for the added challenge of our flexible friend, the elastic band. This equipment progression requires us to anticipate the forces at work in our Choctaw. Less of a postural assistive training aid and more of an awareness builder. Gentlemen, keep a mild stretch tension on this training aid. It can help activate the back of the shoulders and open up the chest. Retaining left or free side foremost, keep your gaze aligned with your left arm. It will be tempting to glance left. Don't do it. It will cause the hips to rotate out of control. Ladies, tension your elastic band, right arm ahead opposing our skating foot. We are connected to our partner on our left side, so we must never allow our upper body to switch its facing direction during our entry curve. And to maintain that same check on your exit, Think of skating the heel of your right foot directly under the shelter of your left armpit.
But what if we want to skate this solo? Well, does it even matter? If it's outside of a pattern dance and we just want to use this forward inside closed Choctaw as a technical step or a transitional step, then no, the placement of the upper body is less strictly relevant. However, we would want to make sure that if we were planning to skate it in a pattern dance, to forge good habits, if we wanted to transition from solo dancer to skating as part of a team, it would be a good idea to ensure that you are aware of the technique for the specific position that you might stand in, according to whether you are the gentleman or the lady.
Try this exercise to improve your exit glide control. Your core will be challenged. Hands on hips, set up your push onto a backward outside to replicate your exit glide. Now try to hold that glide for as many circles as you possibly can. And make a note of any unwanted changes you may have experienced. Here are two common errors. The first is inadequate turnout of the legs and relying on forced upper body lean. The free side of the pelvis gets pulled too high, exacerbating the already problematic lack of turnout. The second possibility is allowing free leg turnout to cause our free hip to drop. When the free side gets too low, it pulls the upper body out of the circle, meaning that correct pelvic alignment is a high priority target for consistent curve quality. So if either of these issues arose for you, practice straight line backwards glide with particular attention to leveling your pelvis, while aiming for a mild turnout of your free leg of no more than 45 degrees. A final note on the subject of legs. Good turnout differentiates between outward rotation and separation or abduction. Turnout plus uncontrolled abduction results in poor edge control and is aesthetically a dud, guaranteed to ruin any blues restart. And now a few full Choctaws for you to help visualize the movement. We absolutely love hearing from our viewers and subscribers, so let us know how you get on with this skill.